green, lush Assam, born in the lap of the Brahmaputra, a ruling dynasty that stood strong for 600 years. This is the story of the Ahom Empire, unconquerable, unbreakable, and history-making. They even stopped the powerful Mughals at Saraigat. Come, let's understand this immortal journey, from rise to fall, a story of courage, diplomacy, and strategy. In the early 13th century, from the Mughal kingdom in Yunnan, the Thai prince Chaolung Sukapha set out in search of a new future. His goal was the Brahmaputra Valley, but blocking his way was the Patkai mountain range, a formidable challenge. This wasn't just an escape, but a resolve to lay the foundation of a new empire. With him were about 9,000 people, warriors, farmers, artisans, and their families. This disciplined caravan traveled through mountains and forests for 13 years. Every step was a struggle against nature, but Sukapha's leadership and unwavering determination kept this great journey moving forward. In 1228, they reached the fertile lands of the Brahmaputra Valley. Here, they encountered the local Moran and Borahi communities. Instead of seizing their land, Sukapha decided to live with them. He learned wet rice cultivation from the local people, which later became the basis of the kingdom's prosperity. In 1253, Sukapha established his first permanent capital in Charaideo. This was not just an administrative center, but also the spiritual heart of Ahom culture. He strengthened political ties by marrying the daughters of local chiefs. This policy of understanding and assimilation became the core principle of his power. His vision was Mongdun Shun Kam, a dream of creating a country like a golden casket. This didn't just mean wealth, but a country where different people would come together to build a prosperous and secure society. This vision laid the foundation of the Ahom kingdom. His politics had flexibility. War was always the last resort. Dialogue, understanding, and cultural exchange were the main pillars of his rule. That's why the Ahom kingdom didn't come as an invasion, but as a new opportunity. These seeds sown by Sukapha were about to grow into a giant tree. This is where the immortal saga of the Ahom Empire begins, which left its indelible mark on history for the next 600 years. In 1497, with the arrival of Suhungmung, also known as Dihingya Raja, the Ahom Empire entered a new, expansionist era. During his reign, the borders expanded rapidly. His foresight made Ahom power a dominant force in the Brahmaputra Valley. Victories over the Chutia kingdoms in the east and the Kachari kingdoms in the west established Ahom dominance. This wasn't just about seizing land. It led to the emergence of a strong central power that began to dictate the politics of the entire region and provided immense resources to the empire. During this period, the tradition of writing Burangi began, which was unique in India at that time. These written histories became a mirror of the kingdom, society, and wars. At the same time, the adoption of the Assamese language and the cultural blend with Hindu influence deepened. Suhungmung's adoption of the name Swaganarayan was a symbol of this. To run the empire, a unique system was born, the pike system. This was the rotational duty of every healthy man for state service. These people, called pikes, served the state for a certain period of the year, making this system the economic backbone of the Ahom kingdom. This organized labor accelerated the construction of dams, irrigation, and other structures, leading to prosperity. This same system also strengthened the army. Every paik was a citizen soldier, so in times of war, a large disciplined army could be quickly assembled. Readiness and rapid deployment were its hallmarks. Based on military victories, efficient administration, and inclusive culture, the Ahom Empire developed continuously for 2 centuries. On this strong foundation of development, inclusion, and order, Ahom power was rising to its peak and preparing for the greatest challenge yet to come. In the 17th century, the Mughal Empire was at its peak, and their eyes were now on Assam's invaluable resources. Mughal interference, constant pressure eastward, Ahom defense and counterattack. Assam's geography was Ahom's greatest strength. The Brahmaputra River turned into a natural fortress, and dense forests were ideal for guerrilla warfare. River, valley, and forts all became part of the war strategy. In 1662, General Mir Jumla attacked with a massive army and captured the capital. Mir Jumla's invasion, Gargan falls, but not their spirit. But the Ahom people did not give up. They waited for the monsoon, which isolated Mir Jumla's army and weakened it with small attacks. Despite the disparity and defeat, the Ahoms patiently reorganized. In this darkness, a new dawn arose. King Chakradwaj Singha vowed to drive out the Mughals and chose a warrior for this campaign. And there emerges the hero, Lachit Borphukan, protector of his beloved country. In 1671, a decisive naval battle was fought at Saraigat. On one side were Ram Singh's massive Mughal boats, on the other, Lachit's clever strategy. At Saraigat, the river itself becomes the battlefield. Clever strategy, agility of small boats. Ahom soldiers took advantage of the darkness of night and the morning fog to launch sudden attacks. Guerrilla tactics, using floods, currents and fog to break a larger fleet. At a crucial point in the battle, when the Ahom army began to retreat, Lachit, battling illness, made history. He boarded a boat and challenged his soldiers.
For the country in your heart, Mother Assam.
Inspired by Lachit's call, the Ahom army stormed the Mughal fleet like a hurricane. Chaos in the Mughal boats. Ahom's strategy proves decisive. This was not just a victory, it was a supreme triumph that shattered the Mughal dream of dominance over Assam. The Mughals are pushed beyond the Manas River. Supreme victory. After the victory of Saraigat, the Ahom Empire entered its golden age. Free from external threats, rulers focused on development. The golden age after victory. Development of economic, cultural, and military prestige. In this era, grand temples and tanks were built. Literature and art received patronage. The state was organized, borders secure, and society filled with self-confidence. Internal unrest. The Moa Moria rebellion weakened central power. A tremendous blow to the pike system. Both agriculture and defense collapse. Repeated Burmese invasions, destruction, collapse of order. Life in disarray, the state on the verge of collapse. Meanwhile, the British East India Company enters. The rise of a new power. The Treaty of Yandabo, a decisive turning point. The 600-year journey of the Ahom dynasty ends here. The Ahom legacy, a wonderful blend of courage, inclusion, and strategy. In Indian history, the Ahoms are an immortal inspiration, the pride of Assam's soul.